Celebrating 2016 with a return to a week's worth of Devos by some of our favorite guests from this past year. Today, Bayside favorite, Francis Chan.
I think most of people, when they hear my name or people who know me, they think, oh, Francis, he's the one that does radical things and he'll go do this, he'll go do that. And I believe like the Lord has been challenging me in this next season of my life, like not to stop doing things that other people would say are crazy. And I'm not trying to do crazy things. I'm just trying to be obedient to what I read. But I feel like this season of my life, like the crazy thing and the difficult thing is sometimes to do less and spend more time in relationship with God, in the presence of God. And, you know, a month ago or a couple months ago, I decided, I'm going to turn off my cell phone and my computer for a month. And for me, that was a huge step of faith, to not be doing 4 things at a time constantly, and to be addicted to accomplishment and achieving things at the end of the day, but to actually have a faith that said, you know, Jesus is the most important thing. And so I'm going to believe that the church is going to be fine, even though people can't get a hold of me at any second, and that it's better for me to commune with Jesus and let the other things drop. And I'm telling you, I don't even know what to do anymore. Because I love that time with Jesus, and I see myself slowly creeping back into the busyness, and it's like, no, it can't be a 1-month thing. I got to figure out a pattern in my life where I have these times where I'm just rejoicing in Him, thanking Him, and getting away from everyone, and just being with Him, and not having such a scattered mind. Like 1 Peter 4:7 says, the end of all things is at hand. Therefore, be self-controlled and sober-minded for the sake of your prayers. I have to be self-controlled and control myself into getting in a room and wanting to think about all these things I need to get done. Control myself and be sober-minded, clear-minded, because there's an urgency to that verse, because the end of all things is at hand. You've got to be self-controlled for the sake of your prayers. You must have a strong and clear prayer life. And so my tendency is to go do something. And I think the challenge right now, at least in my life, and I do believe God is challenging, and I would challenge you, because I don't think we realize how messed up. I had no idea how cluttered my mind was, and how distracted I was, and how I was not loving Him with all of my heart. I was loving Him with maybe 40 to 60% of my heart, even in my time alone with Him, because my mind was always jumping. And it's like you don't understand that you're out of the fog until you actually, that you're in a fog until you're out of it and go, whoa, I see things so much more clearly. And so I'm begging you, I don't know what it means for you, but the step of faith may not be something radical, like I'm going to sell everything and I'm going to go over there and risk my life. It may be, I'm going to unplug and trust that the world's going to be okay without me. Just climb up in the mountains. And I'm not just saying just get alone. I'm saying get alone with God and do the work of prayer, focusing on Him, thinking about who He is before speaking to Him, and then just actually setting your mind on things above, where Christ is seated at the right hand of God, and going, wow, I'm actually entering into your sanctuary right now. And this is awesome. And to make that a habit and a pattern in your life, and figuring out how to set your mind on things above and not on the things of this earth.